Hey, hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be testing out a drugstore foundation and a drugstore powder and a high-end powder. So the drugstore powder is I've used this so many times on this channel. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is in the shade 30 medium deep. And then the high end is the Cover FX matte setting powder. This is in the shade medium. I guess it just says medium. Now I have left my concealer on because I want to do this like live, and I want to show you guys what it actually looks like. I will be using like the entire powder on one side. So Cover FX likely will be on this side, and then the Fit Me powder will be on the right side. So now I've used both of these in the past, and both of them do have their pros and cons. With the Fit Me, the drugstore one in particular, I find that it changes the color of the foundation. So it's not a loose powder. I don't know if that's what it's advertised as, but it's not a loose powder because it will leave either a lighter shade or a darker shade on top of your foundation. The Cover FX one is a lot darker for my skin tone. It's manageable, it works fine, but I believe it's a lot darker. The Cover FX one, I kind of want to do a wear test and see which one is going to last the longest, or which one I have like the least amount of problems with. I haven't worn the Cover FX one in a while, but I don't believe it did anything for oil control or oil, because I do have like really oily skin, but off late it's been a bit dry. So I'm excited to test this out. I'm gonna shut up now and go ahead and blend this out. So I hope the lighting works fine and you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. And I've already applied foundation on my face. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Cover FX on the right side. I don't know if that's what I mentioned before. And I'm taking about that much. And I'm just pressing a little bit underneath the eyes. So right off the bat, I feel like it didn't change anything too drastic. But that's what that's looking like. It is definitely darker. I feel like the concealer is not, like, I would like to have a lighter shade, but at this time I don't. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to the rest of my face. So I love that it's not necessarily changing it too much, the foundation kind of shade. Like, I feel like it's pretty like put on my face. I don't find this, okay, it's definitely drying, but I'm also wondering if that's because of the foundation, because in the beginning my skin is definitely a lot more drier. But at the same time I feel like it didn't change that much. Maybe it made it a lot more matte, like a lot more matte. Whoa, okay, I don't know if this is picking this up, but like, do you guys see? Okay, you can see my pores here, and I applied primer, by the way, but this is making it so nice and like clear. Whoa, that's awesome. I did never notice this, and I've definitely worn this foundation, this powder, not for a while though. But anyways, yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. And then I'm gonna just flip the side and use the Fit Me on this side. Okay, so I have applied this on the left side, the Fit Me. This is the Fit Me, the Maybelline Fit Me. So this is the drugstore one. This is the high-end one. I feel like because the shade is lighter, it looks so much better on this side in comparison to this side. Now, the powder itself is light, so I think that made a really good under eye concealer. That's what that's looking like. Now I'm gonna put in the rest of my face. Apply it on the rest of my face. So I feel like the camera isn't really picking it up, but it definitely smoothed my pores. I feel like maybe like, I don't know if it's like the shade is light, but I don't know if the camera's even picking it up, but it definitely smoothed it out. It is relatively drying on the face. And in terms of the color, like, I can definitely tell a difference. Like, look at that, there's literally like a gap there. Do you guys see that? And it's definitely drying on both sides of my face. But I also think that is because I do have dry skin when I first apply on makeup. But then what I do is I throw on the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray, and that seems to do the trick, and then I'm not so dry anymore. I feel like the Fit Me product has more, I feel like you can wear it as like a powder foundation. On the other hand, this one felt definitely like a loose powder because it didn't change the color of my skin entirely, or the color of the foundation. Under eye wise, this one looks so much better. None of them are creasing. Like, I mean, creasing in the sense like if I pull my eye down, it doesn't crease. But I think I honestly feel like this one looks better just because it's lighter. However, perhaps if I got a lighter Cover FX powder, then the same effect would be here. But I'm really curious to know like which one is going to stand the test of time. I have used the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. Again, that's designed for oily skin, I believe. My nose is definitely dry. Like, it's powder. My face is bound to be dry. That's not a big deal. But I love the fact that like on this side I feel like I barely have any pores. This side I feel like I can still see my texture a little bit, but my pores have definitely minimized, which is awesome. Yeah, you guys, I think that's about it. I'm gonna show you guys. So this was the Cover effects. I'll just come up really close so I hope you guys can see that. And then this is the drugstore powder. So what that's looking like. And then so now it's like about 11 a.m. in the morning, so I'll check back like at the end of the night, maybe 8 or 9, and then we're gonna see which one lasts the longest and looks good. So stay tuned for that. Alright, hey guys, it is now 8 p.m. in the evening, and I haven't had that much of a busy day. I basically stayed at home because that's my life now. But maybe, so I'll just kind of zoom up and then show you guys what it looks like. So this side was the drugstore, and this side was the high-end. My nose is super oily, super friggin' oily. So we're just going to do just a little bit of oil control damage here. I am using my handy dandy wipes. So I feel like some of it kind of rubbed off, like a little bit. That's what we're left with. No, can you guys see that? It's a little bit of oil. And then I'm also going to dab this side. That feels kind of good because my face, like, you know that feeling of wearing like heavy makeup? That's exactly what's happening here. And I suppose the Estee Lauder and, I suppose the Cover FX foundation is pretty heavy. Anyways, so I'm looking at my face and it's definitely worn off a tiny bit on the nose area, which is always the case. It's not dry anymore. Like, remember how in the morning it was like really dry and super crusty on the forehead? It doesn't appear that way. You'd have to be like really close to my face like to see that, but like for the most part it's fine. It's not a big deal at all. I'm just checking my under eyes here, and not creased at all. So that's lovely, and neither side has crease, which is amazing for that long. In terms of oil control, like there definitely is oil, but I feel like that's kind of expected for somebody with as oily skin as me. In terms of separation, I don't see a whole lot happening here. It doesn't look cakey anymore. What else can I say about this? Okay, maybe it's separated a tiny bit, but not a whole lot. I feel like it's definitely worn off like a little bit on this side. I don't know. I do touch my face a whole lot, so maybe that's why that happened. But and my lipstick, obviously, that story is just same old. So yeah, you guys, that's what my face is looking like. Let me know which side you like, if you do see a difference at all. But yeah, you guys, that is the video. Let me know your comments, thoughts, because I'd like to know where you're coming from or what you've noticed that I haven't. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.